All right. Hello, everybody. My name is Natalia Laver. I am a gold consultant at Team Horizon. And today we're going over how to build a tour package with Exoticca and also how to use Canva. All right. So Exoticca is on Vax. So once you guys logged into Vax, hold on. Okay. It will be right at the top here under suppliers. We'll click under Exoticca. I believe the first time you do have to register with them. So you'll click on this register and book online. It'll bring you to this page. You'll click login. I'm already logged in, so it's already entered me into the travel advisor board. I want to make sure we are under it. It should tell my name on there. Hold on a second. Let me make sure we're on the right one. Hold on, let me exit it one more time. All right, we should be good to go. All right, so once you log in, this is what it's going to look like. So for mock bookings, I like to just pick what they have going on sale. I've done Egypt, I've done Greece. So I pretty much just kind of scroll through and see what jumps out to me, what I want to do today. I've actually had somebody book through, they saw my mock booking on Italy and they wanted that exact same tour. So I went ahead and booked them, and I'll show it to you guys how to do it. It's super easy. The only thing with Exoticca, it's not quite customizable. If you have a client that's very particular on where they want to go, where they want to stay, this might not be the supplier you want to book them with. You know, you might go with like Key Tours or Kensington Tours. They're a little bit more they'll be able to customize the itinerary. This one's already pretty much pre-laid. I mean, they'll be able to kind of update their hotel. You can like upgrade the hotel category or potentially add some more tours, but this is pretty much already all set in place. And do you guys have any particular interest in which one we want to do today? Kind of like Morocco. What do you guys think about this one? You guys can unmute yourself.
Yeah, I just said Caribbean or Mexico, maybe Hawaii.
Well, let's see if they have anything going on here. It might not have Hawaii, but let's look at the Mexico.
Just want to hit up some of the spring break destinations because I keep getting a lot of results for those areas.
So these are only 4 in Mexico.
Got anything from the Bahamas, Caribbean?
I haven't done the
What else
Bahamas.
is a good? What else is a hot spring break destination that I saw?
Oh, look at that, Costa Rica.
Peru, interesting.
Yeah, I've done this one. This
Dominican
one's fun too.
Republic.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, let's look at this one. I like to see the ones that are on sale. All right, let's look at what this one offers to us. So all flights, all inclusive, accommodation, airport transfers. Not bad. So this one's just all-inclusive resort. If I were to do all-inclusive resort, I would just go through Vax. I don't know how I feel about doing these ones. I like to do a fun ones through the, like I said, Europe or Asia, any of those. But let's look at Hawaii real quick. Let me see if they have Hawaii.
I have a quick question. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Great. So with these, I haven't booked with this location, or I've never even really heard of it. Is it safe to say it's a really great start for someone that just wants to travel and just to see an exotic location, can you interchange airlines? Can you do memberships?
Yes, you can. So let me
Okay.
actually, since we're already on the topic, so like I said, I booked somebody through Exotica, but I did Italy. And let me show it to you. So yes, so you would plug in, let me go back. All right. Yes, so you'll be able to, why is it not show? Hold on, let me go back to the main portal. All right. They might not have it on here, but let me look. Yeah, you'll be able to plug in the airport that's near them. You are able to pick the flight.
Mhm. The brand of flight, the brand
Yep,
of
the brand of
hotels?
flight. Yep. I don't know if it's going to show up because they change every week. Let me look at this real quick. Italy is so popular nowadays. It's what, okay, this is the one I booked for her. So when you look at the trip, this is the part I was talking about. You can customize. So I live in Maryland. So this is the one I picked out. So I did the Washington, D.C. area. And if you click on these, when you're doing the mock booking, if you're in a particular area, you can starting at, right here, it's telling you it's starting at, 1,599. But for me, it's starting at this price. So you would have to pick the airport that's closest to you. And then normally I will put starting at, and I will put the number, and then I will just put like a little asterisk, and I will mention in my tour that, it's based on the airport location. The category, once again, sometimes they give you several categories. So Superius, I think, is one of the luxurious ones, but you'll be able to see down at the bottom, like what's included in each category. But if you look at each itinerary, it will tell you which, so you can kind of scroll through and see what's included in each day, but it will tell you what's included in that specific city.
Lovely.
Like they have tours, but you can also upgrade or customize it, and then the client can tell you what they want, and you can add on additional tours.
Okay.
But once you choose this, let's say you have two adults, right? Let's just go with two adults. And this is just, like I said, this is what I booked for my client. And at the time, she wanted November. And we booked this one, November 4th. It looks like it's already been sold out, but you have to look and see. It will go through all the airlines that they have. Look at the chat real quick. So the commissions, no, the commissions are already set. And I forget what the amount is. I think when you register, it tells you what the commission is. But they are a preferred supplier because they're through VAX. All right, so here are the flights, and you can look at the more results. You have to be careful with some of these. I learned the other day when I was booking my client that some of them, even they tell you that, like Delta or whatnot, some of them are not, what they call it, they're like, so I was booking my client for British Airways, but it was telling me that they were actually American Airlines. It's kind of weird. I forget what they use, but they share the airline and whatnot. So you have to be careful when you're booking. Most of them don't include the luggage, but if you want a more upgraded airline, you would just have to keep scrolling down, and it will tell you at the bottom. So for $200 more a person, like you can look at what the layover is, right? And pick the best one for the client. Here we go. So you see it goes up in price if you want a luggage included in their price, but you have an option to choose what you want. Another thing you guys can choose on here is, here we go. So when I was booking my client, we did 2 double beds because she was traveling with her daughter. Here's other options to personalize your trip. So these are all the additional ones you can add on. She picked this one on top of the costs that we've already discussed with her. So she wanted this one. And then if you scroll down, you should be able to also upgrade their their insurance. So with every trip, what you have included will be, they call it, where is it? It's like a premium, there you go, premier care package. So it doesn't cover them. It's like a basic coverage. With premium care, if they have COVID within 7 days, they're allowed to cancel the trip and they get like a full reimbursement, I believe, but they have to have a doctor's note. So client has an option to upgrade their insurance, sorry, but the cost does go up. They have like an option to upgrade to what they called, I think it's called Flex and Flex Plus, and there's some stipulations to that. So the best way to do this is to call the Exotica directly, and they're pretty helpful. Like they answer immediately. You call and ask them, what's the cost for additional insurance package, because their cancellation policy is kind of steep. I think they say if they cancel with like after 60, or let's say the trip is within 60 days and they cancel like at 59 days, they get, I forget what they say. I think they keep 75% of the money and they only give them 25%.
Mhm.
It's pretty high. So you just got to be careful when you're booking this with a client. But my client decided to go with Flex Plus. And Flex Plus covers, they get a full reimbursement in cash versus getting it in like a travel credit. They are able to cancel before the 30-day mark. If anything happens, my client was an old elderly lady. She was like in her 80s. She was like, well, I'm worried if something happens to me. So she's able to cancel the trip within, like I said, before 30-day mark and get the 100% back. And it was an additional cost, but it was worth it, because then, this is a total cost for everything. By the time you add on all the extra stuff, I think her cost went up to like 4,500 or something like that. And you're able to also download like an itinerary and send it to your client directly. Do you have any other questions about this? No? Look at the chat. All right. Let me go back. All right, so I don't know if I want to do, like I said, I haven't done all-inclusives with Dominican Republic or any of those. I would say the all-inclusives do go through VAX directly because, like I said, the insurance on these ones is a little bit finicky versus the ones they're doing through VAX. Like I said, I like to use Exotica specifically for Europe or any of those, fancy kind of like unique places. I'm doing another mock booking on Monday, so I'm going to touch base on doing all inclusives. We can do spring break then, but for this particular mock booking, like I said, I would prefer to do Europe if you guys don't mind doing that, or any of those fancy ones, kind of like unique ones. Are you okay with that, Brandon?
Oh yeah, I heard you. Sorry.
Yeah. All right.
Europe, you wanted to do Europe? Yeah, let's do either Paris, France, or London, England. Yeah.
Okay. Well, let me see what they have.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah. Paris, preferably, because that was the destination I remember in the spring break versus London. Nobody wants to go to London for some reason.
Yeah. Okay. Let me go back. I don't know why my computer's not cooperating right now. Hold on.
I was just texting Colin because he directly messaged me asking about how did I get all the spring break destinations. Like, oh,
You want to make sure they also have sales going on there. So why is it not coming up? Oh, there we go. France. I'm just blind.
sorry.
This is kind of neat. Paris and North and French Riviera. Ooh. Oh, this is 17 days. Oh, this is
Magical castles and romantic cities in 17 days. Interesting.
I see that. I mean, do we want to do this with 17 days? Oh my goodness, that's a lot. But let me scroll through
I'm
and see what else.
wondering if they include going to Disneyland Paris if it's a magical castles.
There's this one, another fancy one. Oh, this is France and Spain. This one was
Mediterranean magic. Interesting. I'm wondering if that one's a cruise.
France and Italy. Some of them actually are cruises. I did one for Egypt, and that included cruise. That was fun too.
Because that should be a cruise, actually. Mediterranean, because you should be on the sea for that. Yeah.
Yeah, but they would tell you on here it's cruise, which is it's not.
Yeah.
All right. Well, so between France and Spain and France and Italy, I know. Do we want to do this one?
Yeah, let's do magical castles. Sure. Try.
All right.
Where do you go to? Do we get to go to Disneyland? Yes or no?
Probably not.
It says magical castles. When I think magic castle, that should be the first thing that should come to your
Oh,
mind.
they have Venice part of it. Okay. So what I look at, so the way I do these mock bookings, they're super easy. I already have the templates picked out, but I'm just gonna look and see what they have going on here, what the categories included on here. So this one just has charm. And this is just kind of more of, I know it's based on a superior level of their hotels. All right, I normally don't look through all the days because like I said, this is just a mock booking. All right, so what I would do first is, so it's selling us right here. Right now it's a 60%, 60% discount. I'm like I said, I'm in Washington, D.C. area. This is the starting price for it. So let's go ahead and go with this one. And what I do is I have a mock booking already picked out. I just plug in, edit some of the days here. So oh, let me go ahead and go. So I'll go back and forth with it. So it's France and Italy in 17 days. And it says 50 nights and destinations. And I can copy and paste this for you guys so you can see this. All right, this is what I'm saying. Departing from Washington, D.C. and other major airports, starting price from 2799. All right, so I copy and paste all the trip highlights. I should not have done this. Hold on. All right, so then I put included in the price, and this is where we got to scroll down. There we go. I'll copy paste all this here. Why do I keep doing this? All right, we'll adjust these as we go. Oh, look at that. It's got domestic high-speed internet. Mm. All right, we're gonna do entrance to the most famous. Okay, good. I'm gonna remove this one. We're gonna add this somewhere else. All right, let me see. Did we get everything? All right, and then down the bottom, I will put all the tours are included. And it will be right at the top here. These are all the tours. So Paris sightseeing tour. Just gonna copy and paste this, it'll be easier. Oh my goodness, they have a lot of going on here. It's a lot. All right. It's just a lot of copy and pasting.
Okay, looks like we're not going to Disneyland.
No, but yeah, I was gonna say that's probably not gonna be part of the cost. I have not seen Disneyland on here, sorry. But this is a very
I know that's the one thing about Disneyland Paris, Natalia. The ones internationally, we don't get paid in commission for because of the fact that Disney doesn't have a travel agency program, like a training program for them.
uh,
When you do the Disney travel agents training, because I asked Rachel about that, and Rachel says we don't get paid in commission for those because that's the reason why. Because since Disney doesn't provide us with the training package, then that's why we don't
mm,
get paid in commission for selling Disneyland Paris, Hong Kong, Tokyo, and Shanghai.
gotcha. All right, so this is already, so like I said, I put 17 days, 15 nights in France and Italy special. Okay, we have destination, starting price. We got all the trip highlights. We got what's included in the cost. Hold on, I just want to get rid of this. I don't know what that is. All right, then we have included tours. I always put my vacation request form on here instead of my phone number or email, and I put my website, and then this is what I put down at the bottom. Does anybody need this? I use this mock booking template every single time. I just change things. Does anybody want this?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes,
let me
please.
copy and paste this in the chat. And then we're gonna go to Canva now, and here we go. And now we will customize this. So the first thing I will do is I will save this picture, okay? Because I will include this in my mock booking. So let me go ahead and save this on my end here. Pictures, I'll create a new folder. Go Italy and France. All right. And the nice thing about this is it saves in a GPAG format, so you don't have to keep, messing around on it because some of them don't save it. All right, let's go to templates on Canva. And then we will search. I do tours. Actually, let's do guided tours. Can't spell today. Okay. The hardest part now is just finding the one that I want. Actually, you know what? Let's do this tour package. I think tour packages gives us a better ones. There we go. Let's do this. Maybe. Oh, I like this one. No, I kind of want more pictures. Let me look at this one more time. Sorry, guys. I'm very picky about how I do my templates. Actually, I kind of like this one. All right. Let's do magical castles and romantic cities. So right now it's just more about making it look why is it doing this? I don't want this. Hold on. There we go. All right, magical castles and romantic cities. I'm gonna remove this. I don't want this. I don't want this. Okay, let's find a picture from one of these. Oh, let's go ahead and save this one. Save image as. Save. We probably could have used this one. Mm. And then I'll save another picture. Oh, let's do the one that catches the eye. Oh, castle. Maybe castle one? Where am I? Ooh. Yeah, normally with Canva, I'll try to find as many of those pictures that I can put on there.
Natalia, there was
Yeah.
an image of a castle from France that I saw. Which one was it again? Can you go back? I want to see what castle that was. It was no, not that one.
This one?
Nope, not that one. Keep going. That one. There it is.
You like
What-
this one?
Yeah. What's it called?
No, hold on. For Castle of oh God, I cannot say that. Um,
Castle of Chenonceau.
yeah.
I'm
I
wondering
don't-
where that is, because that's the other castle Disneyland in California is based off of. Because
Ah,
Disneyland, two different castles combined together. It's not all the Germany one. It's two different ones actually.
all right, well, let's use
I
this one
recognize
then.
that. I was like, wait a minute, that one, yes, because that one looks familiar.
Well, let's see if that will post it and make it
Oh,
look. Hold on, let me see if I can move it over a little bit.
because I was like, wait a minute, that one looks familiar. It's like, oh, that's the one I think. Yes, yes, yes.
All right,
That's
let's
why
go.
Disneyland and Paris had to do their castle differently, because Disneyland Castle in California was already based in Cinderella Castle. Well, Cinderella Castle's is Cinderella's French, so they had to come up with this all unique castle that's exclusive to them that they're the only ones that have.
Mhm. All right, and then I'll just add this. What was it again? 22,699, I think, right? No, it was a 2,799. Hold on.
You know what?
Yeah.
I'm on.
All right. And then this is where I will do what the package includes. So I will just copy what it says right here. Right here, all flights, accommodation. So let's do this.
Yo.
Oh.
Nope. Let's just-
I spell accommodations right. I feel like I didn't.
That's gonna be right after.
Okay. Some no, let's just put transfers. Normally with the transfers, it will just be like a bus. Sometimes it could be a rail. You just have to read what it says on there if you have a client that's really interested in this one. Activities. And then let's do one more. We don't want this. Let me just delete this. All right. Like I said, now it's just more of making it line up. All right, I will put my phone number down here. Actually, you know what? I don't want to put my number on there. Just put my email. All right, and then down here, I'll just put some, or up here, I'll just put something from, there we go. Let's just put this one. Why not? All right. It's normally what I do for that. Let me look at this one more time. Kind of looks a little blank here. Let me see what else. Maybe put another picture here. I don't know. Actually, let me add one more thing. All right, I'll just leave it alone. But anyway, so yeah, this is what I do. So I'll just put this in a template. Try to keep it simple. All right, I'm gonna save it. Oh, hold on, one more thing here. Put an asterisk, because this is gonna be different for whichever airport you're starting out of. Hold on, why is this? Okay. All right, so I saved that, and now the last thing we need to do is just post it. But do you have any questions about Exotica by any chance? Anybody? It's a super easy website to use.
Mm,
Because if you have a particular client that wants the specific itinerary or you have something different, let me look at the chat real quick. Um, Once you start, like I said, booking, you'll just pick your flights, the most convenient one for the client. Like I said, try to look at the ones that don't have too long of a layover. Um, no more than 2.5 hours. And then not too early in the morning, especially when you're leaving, because you have to get to the airport super early. And then just make sure you guys pick the right room for them, right? If you have two adults and they're a couple, obviously you want to have a full bed versus, two doubles if you have like two friends traveling and whatnot. And then like I said, you'll pick. Now the pricing are going to be based off also when they want to travel. If we're looking, so for this one, looks like we are, if you're looking in the summer, they're going to be more expensive than let's say you're booking, in the winter time. So you kind of have to be aware of that. This is why I like to put on there, starting at the prices will fluctuate based on the airport and stuff like that. And also sometimes these prices do change. I've had this happen with my client. I quoted her for a higher, well, quoted her the first time. It was higher than when I went in second time to quote her again, because flights do fluctuate the pricing as well. So if your client's not ready to book yet, you just have to let them know that the price could change. You can go up or down with that. And once you're ready to book, you just, like I said, it's pretty simple. Just follow the prompts, super easy. But yeah, this is normally what I do for my guided walk-in tours. I just use this website. And sometimes you can even build off of that one too. If you have if you want to try to do it yourself, you can. But yeah, now I just have to post across all my social media. This is going to be a long one because we have so much included in there.
Is this kind of like a Meta Business Suite?
It is. Yep.
Okay.
That's the one I had social monials. Yeah, it posts all of my everything at once for me. It is a paid subscription though. I mean, I paid $69, I think, for a lifetime use, but I love it. You can schedule it ahead of time. Sometimes I post my mock bookings at night and I just, schedule it to be posted in the morning. So now I'm just going to drop all my pictures in here. I just like to post two for the mock booking. I mean, for the guided tours, I don't like to put too many. All right, and now you can actually do some emojis on here as well.
So when you use a Canva graphic, do you still put everything that you have on the graphic in the description? It looks like you did, but I was just clarifying.
You're talking about the Canva?
Yeah, because when I've done it in the past, I wasn't sure if I should put all of the information that I already have in the flyer in the caption.
The only thing I put on here, I just put what's included in the package. So you see, I do it a little bit differently. I will just put the starting price and just this. The rest of it is on my in my actual words. I mean, you can do, yeah, I know what you're talking about. I mean, you can do it that way too.
Okay.
Yeah, sometimes I do put trip highlights, but this is a lot of trip highlights. That's why I didn't want to put too much information. You want to keep it pretty simple, right? The flyer, it just needs to catch them attention. I just like to make sure that they have the pricing on here, right? So they can see.
Okay, sounds good. So less information on the flyer and more in the caption.
Yeah. Yeah, that at least that's the way I do it.
Okay. Thank you.
Yep. And then, all right, so I think All right, I think I'm just gonna leave it as this. Now I know Instagram's probably gonna let me post this because it's, I think that picture is probably gonna be a different. Well, let me see, let me try it. Yeah, I have to put Instagram separately because Instagram is bleh, not letting me do this. All right, let's do publish now. So it's just gonna take a minute or so for it to be posted on my business page. But yeah, do you guys have any questions? No? Let me look up my Facebook so you can see what it looks like. Yeah, it is pretty easy. It's one of the, yeah. Here it is. It's all posted. Yep, and now just share it. Yep, and if you have a client reach out to you, you know, they want the specific exact one. Like I said, so easy. I like how they do, let's just, for funds of it, let's just pick the November 7th. Once you pick the flights for them and all that, I know they cannot put a hold on it, unfortunately. You do have to book it within 24 hours. Like I said, the price will change. It will tell you the due date is, or the deposit is due today. As you guys saw it, it's 60% deposit down, right? So it's a pretty hefty fee, or fee, not a fee, but a deposit, you know, versus some other ones that are only require you to put, you know, $400 or whatnot. But this one is 60%. All right, and then it will, let me see if it will pull up what it looks like. It might not let me. Hold on, let me see if it will open. Okay, it is. So you can just send this to your client. It's nicely formatted. All right, they can even, down at the bottom, they have, these are all their accommodations. They can look at them themselves if they want. All right, and then these are all the flights. Now I didn't pick the flights, it's just whatever was given to me, but like I said, you guys can change that part. You know, what's included, these are all the tours that are included. And then down at the bottom, we will tell you any of the additional ones. And the client can literally tell you, like, I want this tour. Can we please add it on? And yes. Now, the only thing, you do have to add those tours before you book somebody. Okay. So this has to be all decided before they book the trip. They can't add it on after it's already been booked. Okay. And you also get an email with this. With this information. So when you call it in, you can just give them the budget number. If you want to call it in and book it through the phone, you guys can do that too. Okay. But yeah, so that's it. Hopefully it helps somebody. Yeah, you're welcome. All right, I will stop sharing. Any questions? You guys all good? You're welcome. All right, I will stop